Violent video games are becoming such a nuisance these days for children and parents. These violent video games are triggering higher aggression levels in children, and their studies are showing major decreases in their social behavior. These games aren't teaching our children any moral consequences when they're being rewarded with more weapons or extra lifespan for shooting or killing someone or stealing a car. According to CNN Health, studies show that 90% of children play video games on a daily basis, and a lot of these games our children are playing are extremely violent. These games are promoting killing, fighting, drug and alcohol abuse, stealing, all as a glorified positive thing. Dr. Phil has a segment on violent video games and how these games are harmful for our kids socially and behaviorally. A lot of times when kids are playing these games for long periods of time, they hold all their anger within and they don't know how to express themselves when they become upset. He goes on to say that when children are subjected to extended periods of violence in these games, they become less caring towards their peers. A game like Grand Theft Auto, a game where you pick up prostitutes, shoot and gun down innocent civilians and police officers, steal cars, it sold over 35 million copies, according to a 60 Minutes news report from 2009. Also mentioned in the news report was a multi-million-dollar lawsuit filed in Alabama against the makers and marketers of Grand Theft Auto, claiming that months of playing this game led a teenager to go on a crazy rampage and kill 3 men and steal a car. And 2 of the men he killed were police officers. We have to remember that children and teenagers' brains are always forming and growing and learning things, and if we're letting them have prolonged time playing these violent video games, it's going to leave an impression, and when they're going to grow up into adults thinking it's okay to behave this way. I've had numerous times where I've experienced things with my own son, where he's become violent after playing a game, um, or even after losing a game. He doesn't know how to handle it, so he cries. After playing for endless hours, he would become irate. He would want to keep playing when I told him that game time was done, and he would become even more irate that he couldn't win the game before he had to shut it off. And then me as a parent, I had to step in and really take a closer look at what my children were doing. You know, what games were they playing? What were the ratings? Why were they rated that way? You know, was it for violence? Was it for blood and gore? You know, and I think if parents would just take heed to what their children and teenagers are playing and double check the ratings, we can avoid all this controversy with these violent video games.